Hi buddies, come down on your mat. Join me. Find your bottom right at the middle and we'll come to lay on our back here. Constructive rest, feet as wide as your mat. Knees come to touch. Pausing here for a moment. Letting the body melt, give in to gravity. Couple meaningful sighs, depending on where this practice is catching you in your day. And we'll take one breath in here together. And breathe out. Beautiful. Start to heel toe your feet towards each other, hip width distance. And we'll take a couple pelvic rocks. So to start to draw your pubic bone up towards your chin, pressing your low back down into the floor. And then take the opposite. So now sending pubic bone towards the earth, creating a bit of a bridge underneath that low back. Good. And then rock that back and forth a few times. Really nice. Just finding whatever range of motion you have available to you right now, okay? Inhale as the pelvis tilts back. Exhale as it comes in. One more here. Great. And then see if you can find a nice neutral spine as you hug your right knee towards your chest. You can keep your left knee bent a little bit and then start to take some clockwise circles with this right knee, with the assist of your right arm helping you as you move around here. And then reverse that. Notice if it's a little crunchy. Say that's okay. And now hug your right knee to your chest. Extend your left leg long beneath you here. Flex through your left foot as you take an inhale. And as you exhale, we'll cross into a supine twist. So right knee crosses the body over to the left. Right arm stretches out to the right and gaze towards your right thumb. Good. Take a breath into this twist and breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Another breath in. And breathe out. Good. As you start to roll back to laying on your back, bend your bottom leg, cross your right leg over top, and find yourself in this little eagle wrap here. Reach your arms wide, and you'll bring right arm underneath left into a little hug. Beautiful. You're welcome to stay right here. If you're feeling like you could come into a little bit of an eagle wrap with your arms as well, join me here, but there's no right or wrong to this moment. And now as you inhale, reach your elbows up. And as you exhale, draw the low belly in and up. Start to lift your chest with your elbows. Lift your knees towards your elbows and a little tap. Good. Inhale, fingers and toes tap to the ground. And exhale to round up. Two more. Inhale. Exhale, really feel your inner thighs squeezing together. Whew. Inhale. And exhale here. Amazing. Step your feet to the earth. Uncross your arms. Uncross your legs. Good. And now you can hug your left knee towards your chest. It's okay if the body tremors a little bit as you move through those crunches. That just means that you're working hard and things are being challenged and being asked to rise up to the occasion. Ooh. Really nice. Beautiful. Go ahead and hug your left knee to your chest and extend your right leg long this time. Flex through your right foot. Take a breath in and breathe out, twisting over to the right. So left knee draws over to the right side of the body, left arm stretches long out to the side and gaze towards your left thumb. And we'll take 3 breaths here as you inhale into this twist and exhale, release into it a little more. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Great. This bottom leg will bend Top leg will cross over, so left over right this time as you come to your back in this little eagle wrap legs. Beautiful. Now, left arm crosses underneath right, and you're welcome to stay right here in this bear hug. It still works the same way, or you can come into a little bit of an eagle wrap. Send your elbows overhead as you take an inhale. And as you exhale, draw the low belly in, start to round up as knees come to meet your elbows. Good. We're taking 3 more. Inhale, toes and fingers tap. Exhale to round. Inhale. Exhale. Last inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Unwrap the arms, unwrap the legs. Let your soles of feet come to touch. Knees fall open just for a moment. Take a breath in. And breathe out. Beautiful. Draw your knees back up through center. Go ahead and roll over to the left side of your mat. And then you'll take this nice little pivot crawl to the top of your mat. Actually, this is the top of my mat. Whoops. Cool. So as you're in this tabletop, inhale for cow as your chest lifts, tail lifts, and exhale to round through for cat. Inhale. Exhale to round, and one more inhale, chest lifts, and exhale. Beautiful. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Start to pedal out through the feet, and then let that continue walking you right up to the top of your mat. Great. Inhale, find a half lift. And exhale to fold forward. Soften your knees, chin to chest, roll up through your spine. Good. And once you get there, roll your shoulders back, step your feet together. Coming to the top of your mat. Good. Big toes touch. Sit back into chair, inner thighs squeeze together and fingertips reach high. If your feet aren't touching, that's a-okay. Just continue to see or double check and make sure that your knees are tracking over your middle toe or your second toe. Okay? Beautiful. Take another inhale here. And exhale to fold forward. Inhale, come up for half lift. And as you exhale, soften your knees, slide your left foot back behind you. Beautiful. From here, you're going to stay right there with the legs and then reach on up for high lunge as you take a breath in. And breathe out. Good. Inhale. Whew. And exhale. And breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Bring your left hand down, stretch your right fingers towards the sky. Low lunge twist as you inhale. Exhale to stay. You can always lower the back knee. Otherwise, keep it lifted. One more inhale. And exhale. Good. From here, a big move. You're going to press your left palm down, coming over into side plank on the left side. So rolling over that left foot, right foot stacks on top, reaching hands high. You can always, lower that bottom leg. Take one more inhale. Woo! Exhale, 2 palms down, come into a plank. Take a breath in. And breathe out, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Soften your knees, gaze forward. Take many steps to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift once you arrive. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Gaze up towards your pressed palms. And exhale, sit back into chair pose. Good. Another breath in here. And breathe out, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, soften your knees, slide your right foot back. Beautiful. Legs stay as they are. Sweep hands high as you lift your chest and exhale to stay. High lunge. 2 more breaths here as you inhale. Exhale, gaze fixed on one soft spot. Inhale. And exhale. Great. Right palm down. Left fingers continue to reach up. Low lunge twist as you breathe in. And breathe out for 1. Inhale. Exhale for 2. Inhale. Exhale for 3. Great. Right palm presses down, floating into your side plank on the other side for 1. Good. 2. Feel your hips lift even higher. And 3. Good. Come into a plank. Take a breath in. This time we'll lower all the way to the belly on your exhale. Tops of feet press down. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Really nice. Take a breath in here. And breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Breathe out. Good. Soften your knees, gaze forward. Step or hop to the top of your mat as you inhale. And exhale to fold forward. Good. Inhale, sweep your hands out and up. Press your palms, gaze up. This time as you exhale, bring your hands wide. Step your right foot back and pivot into a goddess pose. Depending on where your mat is facing, you might have had to have stepped the other foot back. Let's face each other though, once we're right here. Beautiful. You can bring your hands down to your thighs. Lean forward a little bit and dip your right shoulder. And come through center. Take a breath in. And exhale, dip it to the other side. Good. Inhale through center. Dip it to the right. Inhale through center. Dip it to the left. Great. Coming back through center. Good. Bringing your arms wide, coming back into this goddess posture. Inhale to lengthen your arms and legs and lift your chest. And exhale, bend knees, bend elbows. Inhale to extend. Exhale to bend. Inhale, extend. And exhale to bend. Good. Go ahead and bring your hands back to your waist and step to the top of your mat. Many steps if you need. Good. Inhale, sweep hands high, gaze up. And exhale, sit into your chair pose. Beautiful. Another breath in here. And breathe out, fold forward. Inhale, come up for a half lift. And exhale, soften your knees, slide your left foot back. Left palm stays pressed to the earth, right fingers reach high. Inhale here. And exhale. Good. You're going to take this right hand and place it inside of your right foot. You might take a block. We're moving into side angle, so pressing it into that block, back heel grounds down, and then left fingers reach overhead. Inhale and exhale for 1. Maybe press your arm over towards the top of your mat, bicep by your ear for 2. Inhale. And 3. So nice. Why don't we take this block with us? That's right here. Sorry that my back is to you to start. You're going to start to pivot back through center, coming into Skandasana at the back of your mat. You're welcome to come to this full expression here. This block is helpful. Let me go ahead and rotate towards you. This block is helpful here to act as a little bit of a stabilizer, if this is your range, which is a good range to have. Okay, take one more inhale here. And exhale. Good. Start to shift your weight through center. Take the block back towards the top of the mat. Just drop it off as you float up into a warrior 2. So your front toes are turned out, right toes turned out. Back foot parallel to the back of your mat. Take another breath in here. And breathe out. Good. Cartwheel your hands forward. Back heel will pivot up. And you're going to take a launch forward into a supported warrior 3. So fingertips tented to the earth here. Back heel floats up. You are always welcome to, again, take 2 blocks right underneath. In fact, I think I might just do that. Good. One more breath in here. And as you breathe out, go ahead and lower your left leg behind your right as you come to sit on the ground. Great. Shift your weight over into the left hip and let your right leg swim behind you, setting up for a half pigeon. If you find that your left hip is really floating up, take a block and place it underneath it, or take a blanket, fold it a little bit, and go ahead and prop that hip up so it's not just floating in space. Okay? Take another inhale here. And exhale, start to fold forward over this front leg. Good. You can make a little stack with your hands to rest your head on. You could also take your block right underneath your third eye. And melt into the ground here for 2 more breaths as you inhale and exhale. And breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. Start to lift your gaze, walk your hands back towards your pelvis. Shift your weight over into the left and let this right leg swim back in front of you. This time you're going to cross your ankle over your knee, knee over opposite ankle, coming into this square pose, flexing through 2 feet. Whew. My hip is a little sticky. I can feel that here. So there's many degrees to which we can fold into this. If this is where we're feeling a lot of conversation happening, stay right here and just breathe into it. If you're ready or if it feels right, you could start to walk your fingertips forward until you meet your edge, until your body tells you to stop, and then breathe right there. If your knees are hurting, that might be a good sign to lessen the fold. And if you're like, this is impossible, this knee is just floating up and everything feels really tight, take a block underneath your opposite knee, okay? Whew. And then just hang out here. It's not going to be forever, I promise. Okay. One more inhale. And exhale. Good. Wherever you are, start to walk your hands back up towards your hips. Uncross your legs. Send them in front of you. Give a little shake out. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, go ahead and cross at your ankles. Step back into a downward facing dog as you take a breath in and a breath out. Whew, stretching through the spine and the legs. Soften your knees, gaze forward. Step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach your hands up. Gaze up towards your thumbs. And exhale, sit into this chair pose. Good. Another breath in here. And as you breathe out, go ahead and send your right leg back behind you into this lunge. Right palm down, left fingers reach high. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Shifting into side angle. Again, a block inside of your left ankle. Left palm presses down, back heel grounds down, right fingers reach overhead. Nice and open. High. There you are. Inhale. Exhale. Float your bicep over your ear. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Take this block with you on a little trip as we pivot to the back of the mat, coming into Garudasana. Good. 3 breaths here as you inhale and exhale for 1. Soften your shoulders, breathe in, breathe out for 2. Inhale. Exhale for 3. Good. Pressing down into the block to help this transition as you shift to the middle of your mat, drop it off at the top, and then float on up to a warrior 2 as you take an inhale. And exhale. Good. 1 more here. As you breathe out, cartwheel your hands forward. Your back heel will rotate up, and then we'll take this buoyant step into a supported warrior 3. Leveling the pelvis as much as possible. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in, feeling that floating heel press back behind you. Breathe out. And 1 more inhale. And exhale. Good. You're going to float this right leg down behind the left as you bend 2 knees and come to sit on the mat. Shifting into your right hip, let left leg float behind you, half pigeon on the other side. And then set yourself up for success here. Use your props. Make sure that your front knee isn't screaming at you. It's a myth that you need to have this front knee or front shin parallel to the top of your mat. That's not accessible to everybody. So find the space that feels nice where your pelvis is even, and then go ahead and melt into this pose. Good. Once you get there, you can close your eyes or soften your gaze and just give in to gravity. We have 3 more breaths. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Start to lift your gaze and walk your hands back towards your pelvis. As you shift over into your right hip again, left leg will swim forward, and then you'll hook ankle over knee as you flex through 2 feet. You can also be sitting up on a blanket here. That also takes some of the pressure out of the hip flexors. And then choose your own adventure. You have all the tools you need here, including your breath, including your compassion for yourself in your practice. Good. And then seeing if you can keep having this dance between finding length in your spine and finding a little softness in your outer hips. And some mobility, some flexibility. Take 1 more breath in here. And breathe out. Good. Start to walk your hands back up towards your hips. Uncross your legs. Send them in front of you. Give them a nice little bounce and shake. Good. And then go ahead and walk your hands behind you, fingertips facing towards your glutes if that's not too tight in the shoulders. Otherwise, you can turn your fingers out left and right. Bend your knees. We'll take reverse tabletop here. So as you inhale, press palms, press feet into the ground as your pelvis lifts. And as you exhale, stay here. Good. 3 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Ooh, big toes continue to glue to the earth. Pinky toes too. Good. 1 more breath in. And breathe out, softening at the hips. Lower your butt down to the ground. Good. I'll turn to face you. You can stay where you are. From here, go ahead and bring the soles of your feet to touch and your knees wide. Good. A little restorative Baddha Konasana, bound angle. If you don't have a block or a prop, that's okay. Just find some length in your spine and round forward. And then just breathe a little bit. And eventually notice the way that you get deeper into this asana, into this posture. If you do have a block, go ahead and take that. A block, a pillow, a book, any number of things that could be used to hold space here. And again, you'll find some length in the spine. And then you'll start to round forward. Forehead resting on the block, and you're welcome to hold on to that or just let your hands rest here. And we'll take 10 juicy breaths in this space. If it's feeling tight, you can always send your heels away from your pelvis. And just play a little bit with this posture. Letting your breath fill all the sticky spaces. 5 more breaths. Three. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Start to roll up through your spine. Setting any props off to the side, crossing at your ankles in front of you. Letting your hands rest on your knees for a moment as your body comes back to neutral. And then we'll press palms to heart center, bowing towards the seal of gratitude for our practice and for each other. Take a breath in and breathe out. Thank you so much.